this is the fight. And this fight has been going on in this country for a long time, not today. And there have been people who have been always fighting against these hierarchical forces. Today it is manifested as two political ideologies. But then this is the original fight. Now where do we stand in the fight matters, and what do we do about it also matters. So I can only say that this fight is on, and it has to be dealt from many angles. It cannot be dealt from a legal angle or a political angle. It has to be dealt from many angles. But the most important thing in this whole thing is that one can't fight this with sadness or anger. That cannot be a solution. That's exactly what they want. You can't be sitting down sad and angry about these things and then trying to do something about it. That doesn't work. We have to go the other way. Now, in this country, there is a chaos, a very beautiful chaos in this country. That itself is a very big advantage. Because people who want order cannot bring order in this space. The other day I was saying that, Tamil Nadu never encouraged learning Hindi. I never understood why. I always thought, that's obvious, you should have learned. But then now after seeing Modi talk, we realize that it's better that we didn't know Hindi. Most of us don't understand what he says. Man Ki Baat is over the top. So there you have Tamil Nadu, the south, who doesn't understand anything that he says. All they want to do is just, oppose it. I went for my own election for 15 days, that's all, because I was managing. They gave a mandate of 5 lakh plus votes margin for me, just because they know that I oppose this guy, right? So then this side you have the Punjabis, this side you have the Northeast, you have, this country is chaotic, and that beautiful chaos is the solution and doesn't budge. So I have a strong belief, any fascist force cannot deal with a heterogeneous society. So I think what we have to try and do is celebrate this energy, celebrate this chaos, and not sit very sad about it. Yes, there are collateral damages, there are issues, but as a system, I think now today everybody talks about the Samvidhan, right? And I know for ages, it has been the Dalits who have always been talking about Ambedkar and Samvidhan. Now Ambedkar and Samvidhan is the tool with which even political parties have started beating these guys, We go into the parliament taking that book and beating them up. So and we have not celebrated this Samvidhan for a long time. We need to do it. We need to do this. We need to get that celebration up, get that energy up, and fight from different angles. I'm sure Umar would agree to this because I know him very personally. And for that, I think we need to really come together. And I always used to question, what should we do? So, when institutions fail, as Sir was saying, there are some institutions which have failed. And why it has failed is a big different reason. Just because of people like me. We never thought about those institutions. We went into this very, hyperactive, capitalistic society, not bothering about other things like identity, culture, and other things. We never bothered. So I think even politics, I don't think we bothered about politics for a long time. My parents never told me to become a politician. They always said, don't go that side. So that void has been filled by many other people. Now the point is, as an individual, when institutions fail, individuals should stand up. That's the logic. We can't wait for institutions to revive again. As an individual, we can do many things, and the idea that we can't do anything is what is being brought into us. But as an individual, if you are a songwriter, you can write a song. If you are a guy just in social media, do much in social, so many things we can do. That individual energy has to come together. And it cannot be one energy, it has to be multiple energy. It has to be music, song, poetry, everything against these guys. That is when they don't understand how to fight that. Because I seriously believe they don't have much of a capacity to understand all these things. They know only one route. Even in this campaign, when their single line was attacked, they couldn't come back and creatively do something else. They had to go to the Mangal Sutra, they had to go to the guy, they had to go to the bands. That's how they think. So we have to challenge them with what creativity we bring in, what energy we bring in, art, many other things. I think that's how we have to start working, and that's something which they don't understand. And already they have started looking very small inside the parliament. Parliament was a very big space for me, for a person who comes from my background. That's a very big, place. But then when I went inside, the place was big, but the people there are not so big. This whole idea of the 56 inch looked very small there. So I think that aura is gone, but it needs to be kept. The treasure needs to be kept. And this has to be kept, not from political parties, not from other things. It has to be kept from across the board. Now I've gone into a political party. Now my job is to get that political party to move up. And your job will be to do something from your end. I always kept a philosophy within me from a very young age, even in the civil service. I used to tell my juniors also, don't think too much about what to do. Just do something. Let's fail, no problem. But let's do something. Let's not do a lot of theorizing. I think that's what Umar believed, and that's what he did. For all of us who may know. So I'm hugely inspired by him. I'm usually a big fan of him. So I think he's one of the most best guy I have ever met as a human being, right? So I think he's there because of a purpose. He's going to soon join us, and this fight is going to go on. And please, 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 don't get angry or sad. That's exactly what they want. The moment they see us happy, the moment they see us fighting in a very different way, that's it. That's exactly how they should be fought, is what is my understanding up to now. But then in the coming 5 years, we have a lot of work to do, a lot of politicizing to do. We need to politicize. We can't run away from politics anymore. And the idea saying that I'm not political, I don't think it survives anymore.